Hey, Danny Boyle here, founder of Songwriters International. Welcome to this video. Now I'm going to share with you what I feel is the most common things that I see that hold songwriters back from reaching the next level. Now, you might be a complete beginner and you might be completely stuck, or you might be an advanced songwriter who just wants to reach that next level. And from years of songwriting, from now the past few years of mentoring songwriters as well, what I actually see are some of the most common things that are holding you back from progressing and reaching the next step for what it is in your career to help you move forwards and write your best songs and be able to actually do something with them. So let's jump on into this video. First big mistake that I see being made, and something that holds so many songwriters back, is not knowing what their problems are. Okay, and what I mean by that is maybe you're writing songs right now and you just don't know how to get them to the next level, or you're stuck on techniques or structure or melodies or whatever it might be, but you don't actually know how to get to the next level. The only way you can do that is by getting feedback on your music. And I don't mean family or friends or anything like that. I mean someone who is a songwriter day in, day out, who you can send your songs to, who can identify what it is that's stopping you from reaching the next level. And as the saying goes that I was once told, you don't know what you don't know. And what I mean by that is, if there's techniques and there's tricks and there's different ways to go about your songwriting to reach the next level, you won't know it unless you learn how to do it. And this was a big thing for me. 4 or 5 years ago, that's what I went about doing. I didn't understand how to go about reaching the next level. I felt I was writing fairly good music, good melodically, good lyrically, structurally made sense, and the music and everything else kind of came together quite well, but I didn't know what the next steps was. How do I go from a good songwriter to what I would classify as a pro songwriter? So the first thing you need to do is identify what the problems are and then how to fix them and how you get help to get on that journey. Now the next thing is simplifying songwriting. So many times songwriting itself becomes overcomplicated because we have things like production, then we have mixing and mastering, and then we have vocals, and then we have structure, and we have rhyme, and then we've got chord progressions, and we've got majors and minors, and we've got so many moving parts. We don't want to overcomplicate things for a second, okay? As soon as you overcomplicate it, it starts to become challenging. And what I want you to start focusing on more than anything is the two things that are going to make the biggest change to your songs. Okay, what are the two things that are actually going to increase your songs to become better in the easiest way? By not having to change loads of things. The two things are lyrics and melody. But why are those two things important? I'm going to share. Number one, if we go into lyrics, lyrics are the story. So think about this. When you write a song and you want to convey a message, whether it's a love song, whether it's I've broken up with somebody, or whether it's about somebody who has passed, whether it's about a really important topic to you that you want to get across in the world, the only way you can do that first and foremost is through the lyric, okay? Through words, through the story. So think about that. How powerful is the story that we're writing? It's incredibly powerful because it's the only way we can convey a story to the listener. So if you can get that right, you're massively on your way to writing a song that tells a story to your listener. So focus your attention first and foremost on the lyric, because that is arguably one of, if not the most important things. And then we go to the other side and we go to melody. Now melody is the other important part of this process, because with your lyrics and with your lyrics and your words and your story, you need to accompany them with melody. Okay? Now melody is really important because of this. If you've ever watched any of my videos, anything we've done, melody is the hook of the song that you're going to write. Now look at it this way. If you want to write a song that is hooky and catchy and repetitive and all of those words that you've probably heard before, the way that we do that is through melody. We don't do that through the lyrics. So if you want to create a song that is hooky, you cannot do it through the lyrics. You do that through the melody and through repetition. So hopefully you can see now how I simplify things. I want a great story always. I want to, captivate the listener with a great lyric, but I also want to entice them in with a hook that gets it stuck in their head to want to repeat it, You know, let's suppose you had a song that was being played at a really big festival. Think of a festival that you would love to have a song played at. And you've got 100,000, 200,000 people in a big field somewhere, and they don't know who you are. That's where melody would be powerful, because you would want something to just captivate them and easy to repeat. Okay, that's why you need the hook. And then you want a lyric to actually go ahead, tell something, you know, that has a bit of substance to it, that can stick around, not just be a I love you, I miss you, I miss you, because there's no substance to it. It's not strong enough. It doesn't convey a message very well. And whilst those songs are out there today, they don't necessarily go on to be massive hits, right? There's a bit more substance to it. There's something more underneath that surface level story for those songs that go on to be successful. So really simplify things. Lyric is the story, is the actual message to our listener, and then the melody alongside it is going to create our hooks, create the repetition and the repeatable part of our songs. And then the other part that is like the glue. You've got your melody and you've got your lyrics, and now you need the glue to put them together. Now what is that? And that is structure. Okay, structure is very important. It's actually underlooked a lot of the time, because the structure is almost like the map of your song. Okay, it's the journey of your song. Imagine it like being in a car, and if you want to drive to a location, you don't want to be going round circles, turning left and right all the time. You want to kind of be on a steady road and know where you're going. And the structure is fundamentally that for our listeners. Okay, we are taking them through the journey, through the map of our song, to get them to the end where they know, like, enjoy our song that we've written. Now with structures, what I've personally found, it just is purely dependent on your genre. Okay, if you write a pop song, you would structure it differently to how you write a folk song. If you write dance music, it's different to how you structure a country song. Okay, so what I want you to really understand is what genre are you actually writing? If you're writing country, then your structure is going to be heavily driven towards the lyric and then creating some hooks. If it's dance, then it's going to be heavily driven on hooks. Right? So those are the types of things that you need to consider. What is the structure that best fits your song? The other factor I would say for you to consider is, who is my listener? What type of listener do you want to hear your song? Now go on a piece of paper and say, this song that I'm going to write, the type of person that I would love to hear my song is someone who absolutely loves listening to a really story-based song. Well then, if that's the case, you're going to go towards more country or folk, possibly some elements of pop, depending. But if you're wanting songs that are, more driven towards the hooks, and you want to get a song stuck in someone's head, then you might go more towards the genre of a dance or, slightly more commercial pop song. So that's why genre is very important, because that's ultimately going to identify what type of structure we use. Whether we have a bridge, or whether we have a post-chorus, or whether we start with a verse or a chorus. All of those things are dependent on the genre that we write. So go ahead, identify who's your listener, what's your genre, and that's going to help you then identify the structure and the journey alongside your melody and the lyrics that you then have. So if you have a great melody and a great lyric, and you have the right structure, and then you have the right person beside you to actually help you hone your craft, help you get better and better and better, and understand what are the missing gaps in your knowledge to help you get to the next level, I can guarantee overnight you will start to see significant changes in your writing. It really is about simplifying the process of songwriting and not overcomplicating things, and understanding what it is you need to help you reach that next level. Okay, so go ahead, focus in on your lyrics and your melody and your structure to help your songs move on forwards. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, go ahead, hit the like button, drop a comment for any other type of content you'd like to see, and that subscribe button somewhere on or around this video, and I will see you on another video soon.